Hello everyone, today on For What It's Nerd we are unboxing the Star Wars Unlimited Jump to Lightspeed set. Now, it's not been too long since we did the last of these, set. That was because I actually was late on ordering those ones for some reason, but we are here today to unbox these. We have the two Spotlight decks with Boba Fett and Han Solo, as well as 24 of these bad boys, the new packs. And then as well as that, we have this one, because I didn't know exactly what was going on with them, but this one Carbonite edition 16 card booster pack. So we'll do this first because I'm really excited to see what this is all about. I have my trusty skizzers, as is the usual norm. Let's make sure I'm not cutting anything in these. Okay, let's have a look inside of here. I'm excited to see what this is all about because I only bought the one of these Carbonite ones because I didn't know what was going on with them. So we'll see what's in here. Straight out of the gate, one of my favorite characters, as you guys know, Grand Admiral Thrawn. Oh, is that going to focus? Oh, I hate it when it doesn't focus. Yeah, it's not going to focus for some reason, annoyingly. We have Black Squadron Scout Wing. We have a Hopeful Volunteer. It's focusing at that level. That's okay. We have Repair. We have Shoot Down. We have Salvage. We have the Razor Crest. We have Jam Communications. And I believe this is your... Is that the Carbonite card? Either way, the Ghost, which looks really cool. I really like that card there. Munificent Frigate. Rogue Class Starfighter. Phoenix Squadron Air-Wing. Heartless Tactics. Hotshot Maneuver. Thurston Spacer. And Nebula Ignition. I can only assume that the Carbonite editions give you more chance at the non-bordered rare cards, because I got a lot there straight out of the gate. So I guess that's what you're buying there. Does it say? Does it say on the back? This Carbonite booster pack contains 16 cards, including approximately, and it goes 6 premium foil cards. So yeah, basically that's what it is, isn't it? Because if you look at the other one, including 3 uncommons, 1 rare or legendary, 1 premium foil, no specific card rarity is guaranteed to exist with in any individual pack. Okay, yeah, so it is basically you pay more to get better cards, basically. That's the top and bottom of that, which I'm not against buying one per go around for that, so that's pretty cool, to be fair. That's okay, I like that. So as opposed to last time when we got the starter packs, we are getting Spotlight decks for this one. I didn't know if there was a starter pack, but I decided to get these Spotlight decks because I feel like I've got enough of the starter pack versions and I kind of want to see what these are about. I didn't really look, to be fair, so there could be one still, but I didn't see it. Oh, so you get a booster pack with that too. That's pretty cool. So you get... I actually, again, I didn't read ahead because I like opening these things live, so to speak, even though I know this video is recorded. But yeah, so it looks like, oh, this has gone in wrong. That's not ideal. 1 second. Let's see if we can... The box has basically been packed poorly. 1 second. There we go. I just get rid of that. Push that up. So that's really cool. You get a booster pack as well. So we actually have more booster packs than I thought we had to open, which is a big win. So there's some of your counters as we've gotten previously. And then you have here your Boba Fett deck, which includes Boba Fett, naturally, Jabba's Palace, some experience learned cards, 3 of those. You have some First Order Stormtroopers, Allegiant General Pride, which is a pretty cool card to have, to be fair. First Legion Stormtroopers, Zygarian Starhopper, a few of those. Yep. TIE bombers, which I scraped one off the top, but there you go. Do you know what? We're going to do the other way. There we go. Fifth brother, the Elite P3, Houndstooth, Bosk, Dengar, Fett's Fire Spray, the IG-2000, Hunting Aggressor, Imperial Squadron, IG-88, Boba Fett again, Fett's Fire Spray, different picture on that one, Electromagnetic Pulse, Daring Raid, that's got Fennec Shand on the card there, with Bo-Katan and the other Mandalorian, I forget her name. No Good to Me Dead, which is Han Solo, of course. Force Choke. No Disintegrations. And that is Boba Fett's deck there. It's a pretty cool deck, to be fair. Some interesting cards in there. I wouldn't have necessarily put them with Boba Fett when I was thinking about Boba Fett, but that's okay. I feel like I can't put it in that box now because of what happened with it being packed poorly, so I've had to rip the box, but that's okay. That's fine. It happens. I've got some storage for these anyway, so I can sort that out later. Let's open this. This is the Han Solo version. This one's a bit more put together, I believe. There's another booster. We've got a lot of boosters to open. So there's those. And then actually this one's been put the same way, so I'm wondering maybe if that is the way they're meant to be packed, which is peculiar to say the least, but there you go. Right, okay. Let's move that off to the side and get this open. You know, I do really enjoy opening these cards with you all. I enjoy unboxing things in general with you guys. I hope you do too. So our Han Solo there, and Echo Base. And we've got the same kind of learned cards. We've got a Clone Deserter. That's probably Cutler Quain. In the Clone Wars, Greedo. You've got Nea Num, R2. You've got Dagger Squadron Pilot. You've got Cartel Transport. Wolfpack Escort. Admiral Akbar. Hu Yang. Didn't expect that to be a Han Solo deck, but there you go. Leia Organa. Ezra Bridger. Boshek. I don't remember them. Blue Leader. Shuttle Tidarium, which is the one I think they use on Endor, if it looks correctly, yeah. Death Space Skirmisher. Millennium Falcon. Chewbacca. Clone Commander Cody. The Mandalorian. Tandem Assault. Shoot First. Waylay. Never Tell Me the Odds. And It's a Trap and Commandeer. So again, another cool deck there. Again, some cards I wouldn't expect in those, but I suppose they're trying to kind of broaden the horizon beyond just having specific smugglers in a given deck, etc. So now we have 26 of these boosters to open. I'll keep these scissors near now. Fair warning, as you know, I am sometimes a klutz. And so this could end up where we hear that those scissors drop a few times, annoyingly, but that is the way of things. So, pack number 1. Oh, there's still cards in there. Ironically, it's Darth Vader. Is that all out of there? Yeah, I think so. Okay, right, cool. Darth Vader, Mos Eisley, Guerrilla Soldier, Resistance X-Wing, Blade Squadron B-Wing, Jedi Light Cruiser, ATDP Occupier, Echo Base Engineer, Air Superiority, Droid Missile Platform, Desperate Commando, Retrofitted Airspeeder, Gold Leader, Red Leader, Tam Rivora. Why does that name sound familiar? That name sounds familiar to me. If you guys remember who Tamrivora is, let me know. And a shiny Houndstooth. Pack number 1, nothing crazy in there, but good all the same. I wonder if we could just rip these instead. Maybe it'll be better. Besides, who doesn't love a satisfying rip? Okay. We have Rio Durant as our leader card this time. I don't remember them either. City in the Clouds. Then we have Swarming Vulture Droid. Diversion. Attack Run. Determined Recruit. Out the Airlock. Eager Escort Fighter. First Order Stormtrooper. CR-90 Relief Runner. Resistance Blue Squadron. Dogfight. Dengar. Turbo Laser Salvoy, which is a gorgeous image on the card there. Targeting Computer. And despite the fact it is probably the least appealing card of all, the actual look of that card is gorgeous. That is the Zygerian Starhopper. Not a bad little set there. Okay, that's the ones that came with the Spotlight decks. Let's have a look at the next sets now. I just ripped this the wrong way, but hopefully we're okay. We are, yeah. Okay, cool. I know a lot of people use scissors actually, and it is generally a cleaner cut, but I just don't want to hear all the slamming. Captain Phasma, which is some really cool art on the side there. Can you guys see that? I think you can. Well, kind of if I hold it further away, funnily. Anyway, Mos Eisley. Then we have another Rogue Class Starfighter. Punch It. Indoctrinated Conscript. Red Squadron Y-Wing. Droid Missile Platform. Onyx Squadron Brute. Focus Fire. Red Squadron Y-Wing. Direct Hit. Tantive 4. That's nice. Face Off with a nice Obi-Wan and Maul image there. We have Colossus, which is from Star Wars Resistance. I actually that's probably my favorite part of that show, the actual ship. Death Star Plans and Fleet Interdictor. Okay, there's that one. Of course, there's a lot of ships in this one. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not my favorite part of Star Wars. Like, I like the design of a lot of the ships, but I'm more of like a, Jedi, lightsabers, etc. person. But still, very cool. So, we have Rose Tico there. We have Mos Eisley. Punch It. TIE Dagger Vanguard. Contracted Jumpmaster. Resistance X-Wing. Red Squadron X-Wing. TIE Ambush Squadron. Piercing Shot. Munificent Frigate. Homestead Militia. Tres Martez from Clone Wars Season 7. Anakin Skywalker as a little babe there, a little child, when he was Episode 1. And then Captain Phasma, Lake Country, whatever that is. Naboo. Okay, cool. And a shiny Perimeter AT-RT. Okay. This one feels pretty hefty, actually. I know they're all the same, but this one feels hefty for some reason. Can you imagine if someone put too many cards in one? Darth Vader. City of the Clouds, again. Oh, there we go. I knew there's always something. I'm always a klutz. Black Squadron Scout Wing. Sith Trooper. Blade Squadron B-Wing. Direct Hit. Insurgent Saboteurs. Landing Shuttle. Kijimi Patrollers. Twin Laser Turret. Perimeter AT-RT. Stay on Target. Wing Guard Security Team. Sweep the Area. Ahsoka Tano, which is some amazing art there. And Red Squadron Y-Wing Shiny. I'm very happy with that Ahsoka card. That one looked really nice. Darth Vader. Resistance Headquarters. Then we have Diversion. Dedicated Wingman. Zygerian Star Hopper. Dorsal Turret. Fight Fire with Fire. Perimeter AT-RT. Scouting Headhunter, Insurgent Saboteurs, Cloaked Star Viper, The Mandalorian, Grim Valor, Red Leader, General Draven, and a War Juggernaut, which is a very nice card actually, despite it being, again, a very generic vehicle. I think the thing is with Star Wars cards, as opposed to other franchises, is you do kind of run out of characters relatively quickly, like bigger characters. As opposed to Pokemon cards, for example, where all of the Pokemon are big in their own way, you know? But I still think I'm enjoying these, for the time being at least. Shield Generator Complex on Endor. That was Rose Tico, of course, as well there. We have Swarming Vulture Droid, Guerrilla Soldier, Resistance X-Wing, Blade Squadron B-Wing, and not to say, by the way, that there's not a plethora of Star Wars characters. There are, but I don't know if a lot of them really warrant being in a card game. I don't know. Clone Pilot, System Shock, Munificent Frigate, Tandem Assault, Rebellious Hammerhead, Vonreg. Oh, Vonreg from... Was he from Major Vonreg? He was from Resistance as well, I think. Yeah. TIE Interceptor, Astromech Pilot, Borshuk. I don't remember this guy. Oh, he must have been from the Cantina on episode 4, because it looks like it. Relentless Fire Spray and ATOP, or is it's DP, sorry, Occupier. Okay. I don't know how far we are through so far, but let's keep going. Yay. Admiral Akbar and Nadiri Dockyards. If I remember correctly, that was in one of the games, the Nadiri Dockyards, and in a book, I think, as well. Evasive Maneuver, Kimojula, Heavy Fighter, I'm probably saying that wrong, Coordinated Front, Barrel Roll, Dorsal Turret, Supporting ETA, Direct Hit, Tandem Assault, Special Forces TIE Fighter, Leo Organa, General Hooks, R2-D2, the Invisible Hand, nice, and the Fireball, which I believe was, again, from Resistance, one of the ships. They've definitely added a lot of Resistance cards this time, which is interesting. I'm wondering if you have some actual characters in here or not. Let's see. Oh, nice. Luke Skywalker, which I love that image there. And then Resistance Headquarters again. Then we have Jedi Light Cruiser, Electromagnetic Pulse, Sith Troopers, Techno Union Transport, Royal Security Fighter, Kijimi Patrollers, Occupier Siege Tank, Omicron Strike Craft, Homestead Militia, Poor Dameron, nice, Hunting Aggressor, the Razor Crest, Close the Shield Gate, and Homestead Militia. Again, okay. And the next one. I'm just butchering these packets now. I want to apologize. Rose Tico again. I probably should show the other side of these as well. Probably won't do that. Feed Pause. Sullustan Spacer. Torpedo Barrage. Swarming Vulture Droid. Resistance Blue Squadron. Repair. Scouting Headhunter. System Shock. Omicron Strike Craft. Clone Pilot. Heartless Tactics. U-Wing Leader. Dogfight. Trench Run, and Eager Escort Fighter. I'm going to be honest, I'm not loving this set as much as I have previous ones, and I think that's because, like I said, it's a lot about the crafts this time, but I'm not hating it. It's just not my usual vibe, Star Wars wise. Admiral Akbar, and then Nadiri Dry Docks again. Dockyards, sorry. Coordinated Front, Black Squadron Scout Wing, Dilapidated Skeet Speeder, Eager Escort Fighter, Special Forces TIE Fighter, Landing Shuttle, Prepare for Takeoff, Twin Laser Turret, Interceptor Ace, the Chimera, which is great. Love Thrawn's ship. Dornian gunship, Captain Tarkin, which actually that card looks really cool. Actually, that's probably him at the time of the end of episode 3. Maybe looks like it. Jump to Lightspeed and Leia Organa again. This time a little shiny. Let's keep going. Next one. Oh, now this has got me a little bit more excited. Admiral Trench. I love Admiral Trench. The little that he does is really cool. So, Trench, Chopper Base, which has been around for a while in these sets, I think. Techno Union Transport, Hopeful Volunteer, Dagger Squadron Pilot. I actually really like that art, actually. Corellian Freighter, Occupier Siege Tank, Royal Security Fighter, Prepare for Takeoff, Rebellious Hammerhead, Cloaked Star Viper, which that's reference to, that's from the Zahan Consortium, which is pretty cool. Red 5, Harrison Dueler, nice. Clone Combat Squadron, Commandeer, and Corporate Light Cruiser. So that was a little bit better. I feel like maybe some of these cards are peaking a little bit later than usual. Let's see what else we get. Okay, another win. Wedge Antilles, Mos Eisley, Skyway Cloud Car, Evasive Maneuvers, that Heavy Fighter again, Resupply Carrier, Orbiting K-Wing, Repair, TIE Ambush Squadron, Supporting ETA-2, Red Squadron X-Wing, Retrofitted Airspeeder, Gold Leader, I Have You Now, which is a really cool image on the bottom there, Eject, and Never Tell Me the Odds, Shiny. To be fair, some of these are pretty good pulls. I think it's just I'm not, again, as I said before, I don't want to keep repeating myself. It feels, oh, do you know what? I keep getting surprised every time with the leaders. There's Major Von Reg himself, which that looks really cool, that art. So I'll shut up a little bit. Skyway Cloud Car, TIE Bomber, Electromagnetic Pulse, Resupply Carrier, Orbiting K-Wing, Fleet Interdictor, Adept Arc 170, Determined Recruit, Outrim Outlaws, Fireball, Biggs Darklighter, win. That's a really cool card. Mandalorian, Iden Versio, that's really cool as well, and Snap Wexley. Okay, that one turned it around a little bit. Lando, that's cool. Then we have TIE Bomber, Torpedo, Barrage, Swarming Vulture Droid, Diversion, Phoenix Squadron A-Wing, Piercing Shot, Covering the Wing, Veteran Fleet Officer, Shoot Down, Apology Accepted. Oh, that's what's his name? I can't remember his name, but Vader's choking him out there. Decimation of Dissidents. I've never seen that before. Decimator of Dissidents. That looks like one from Empire at War. Contracted Hunter, Cassian Andor, nice, and a Rebellious Hammerhead. I might have to revoke my earlier statement. Some of these cards are getting good. Rio Durant again, and the Masasi Temple on Yavin 4. I like that one. Dagger Squadron Pilot, Corellian Freighter, Barrel Roll, Hopeful Volunteer, Fleet Interdictor, M30 Assault Frigate, Masasi Tactical Officer, Outer Rim Outlaws, Adept Arc 170, Power from Pain with Ventress there on the card. Very nice. Wingman Victor 3, Frisk. I think he might be from... Oh no, he's got a Rebellion outfit on. Is he from one of the games? I forget. The Rampart. Nice. That looks really cool, actually. Don't know if that's gonna... Looks really cool. Oh. did kind of... There we go. And Swarming Vulture Droid. Don't mind my activity rings there showing on screen. I've not been particularly active today, but that's because I'm busy. So, Rio Durant and the Massassi Temple again. Jedi Light Cruiser, X-34 Lightspeeder, Dilapidated Ski, Speeder, Twin Laser Turret, Veteran Fleet Officer, First Order Stormtrooper, Dakar Cargo Frigate, All Wings Report in, Massassi Tactical Officer, Grim Valor, Wingman Vector 3, Decimator of Dissidents, Black One, which is Poe's ship, that's pretty cool, and Face Off again. Admiral Piet, I think that's the guy that Vader was choking. Chopper Base, X-34 Landspeeder, Sullustan Spacer, Corporate Light Cruiser, Swarming Vulture Droid, Red Squadron Y-Wing, Academy Graduate, Focus Fire, Determinated Recruit, Out the Airlock, You're All Clear Kid, Fly Casual, Jarek Yeager, again from Resistance, Tactical Heavy Bomber, and Thermal Oscillator, which is part of Starkiller Base, it looks like there to me. That image looks taken from the movie, actually. I don't know if it is. Usually they all draw all the art style for this, but still. Okay, Wedge again. Anthied Palace. Zygerian Starfighter. Rogue Class Starfighter. Republic Y-Wing. The Quasar TIE Carrier, which actually I've always really thought was a cool idea for a ship, this big like wedge that just carries all the TIEs. Academy Graduate, M30 Assault Frigate, ATDP Occupier, CR-90 Relief Runner, Air Superiority, Astromech Pilot, I Have You Now, Jarek Yeager but borderless, which looks really cool actually, Scramble Fighters, and Dilapidated Ski Speeder. We have a few left. Looks like 4, maybe actually maybe 6. We're running out of space here. I'm just throwing things down. I always do this. I never plan this well enough. Luke Skywalker, Anthied Palace, Independent Smuggler, Indoctrinated Conscript, Republic Y-Wing, Quasar TIE Carrier, Eager Escort Fighter, First Order Stormtrooper, CR-90 Relief Runner, Resistance Blue Squadron, Prototype TIE Advanced, Dengar, Director Krennic, nice, Commence Patrol, Pantoran Starship Thief, and Diversion. Once you get through a few packs, you can kind of go a little bit faster because a lot of those cards you're going to get are sort of similar. Admiral Akbar, no borders though, which is really cool. And then Chopper Base, again, no borders, pretty cool. Punch It, Indoctrinated Conscript, Guerrilla Soldier, Resistance X-Wing, Prototype TIE Advanced, Desperate Commando, Eager Escort Fighter, Shoot Down, Echo Base Engineer, Salvage, Frisk, Radiant 7, is that 7? Yeah, which looks really cool actually. Lightspeed Assault and the Tantive 4 Borderless Shiny. That's a really cool card. I love that. It's a really nice one. Another Major Von Reg and Shield Generator Complex. Then we have Shadowed Havoc Tank, which I believe, if I remember, so this is a fun story, they're from Umbara, right? And I remember you in Star Wars The Clone Wars Adventure, which was like an online MMO, it was an MMO for The Clone Wars. It was a kids game. It was sort of like Club Penguin for Star Wars. And there was an update where they added Umbara and you could go and fight on Umbara and you could get in these tanks. And I loved it. Remember that as a kid. Okay, most of these are the same. Anything good in there? Wingman Victor 2, BB-8, nice. The Executor, that's a really cool card. Radiant 7, and Retrofitted Airspeeder. Hey, I said I wondered if Kazuda was in these. I mean, don't get me wrong, I didn't love Resistance as a show, but the characters were somewhat interesting. So there's Kazuda Ziono and the Resistance headquarters, and then we have Swarming Vulture Droid, Guerrilla Soldier, Attack Run, Tigerian, Droid Missile, Desperate Commando, First Order TIE, the Koigran Turn, Dakar Cargo Frigate, Shuttle ST-149, the Banshee, In Debt to Crimson Dawn. I love that card with Dryden Voss on there. That looks really cool. That's not going to show properly. It's a really cool card, I promise. Planetary Bombardment and Solistan Spacer. I think we have one, maybe two left. Two. We have two left. Another Luke. And then Shield Generator. Oh, I like the look of that card. That looks really cool. Contracted Jump Master. The colors on that are amazing. Swarming Vulture Droid. Another Shadowed Hover Tank. Let's have a look, see if there's anything else of note in there. Nothing jumping out. Okay, yeah, that was a pretty standard pack. And the last pack, let's have a look and see. Rose again there. And then we have Diversion, Attack Run, Independent Smuggler again, Covering the Wing, Bunker Defender, Dry Missile Platform. Yeah, pretty much all the same. Yeah. Okay, so, it's a Donithano, the guy from Force Awakens. That's a really cool one. So that's pretty much it, guys. And to be fair, again, as I said, like, I think the set definitely evened out for me a little bit later on there. But I think overall, I'm not super sold on this one versus previous ones. Just because it focuses a lot on the ships. And look, I get that's a big part of Star Wars as well. So I get that you're going to have that included now and again. And it makes sense, don't get me wrong. But it's not my biggest part of Star Wars personally. So not my favorite set of the ones we've done. This is like the fourth one, not my favorite. But hopefully the next one will be pretty cool again. There still actually is, you know, contrary to what I said before, there still is actually a lot of characters that you can use in Star Wars lore. I think it's just like whether or not they, you know, whether are they going to sell as cards? You know, I know that like you're going to get a booster pack and you're going to get them regardless, so to speak. You're not trying to sell an individual card. But I wonder if they would sell as well. So we will see on that. But in the meantime, guys, I'm just packing away here first of all. In the meantime, guys, thank you for watching. As always, I hope you've enjoyed. I certainly have. And I'll see you guys soon for more For What It's Nerd. Until next time, bye, guys.